Coach Mike McConathy, your team tonight, a 102-62 winner over Centenary. But more than the margin, it looked like Demon basketball used to look and should look again, right?
Well, there's no doubt. I mean, we were rotating people in. We were running up and down the floor in extremely fast motion, handled the ball pretty good at times. Did make some turnovers, but we had forced some turnovers, not as many as we would have liked. But then at the same time, I feel you have to give Centenary a lot of credit. They're a really good ball skill team and take care of the ball. They had some really nice players, and they're very, very efficient. And we played with a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of encouragement on the bench. We ran the floor like we haven't run in a good long while. John Norvell was point, and CJ were at the point, 14 and 15 points. Did a nice job, got the ball up the floor, and then we got the ball inside and did some nice things.
Well, you balanced your minutes and you balanced your scoring, and you got scoring from a couple guys that I'm sure you never anticipated it from John Norvell and Vontae Ott.
Yeah, both of them had big nights. I mean, Vontae going 5 for 5, had 8 rebounds, no turnovers, 3 assists is awesome. John Norvell with 14 points, did a nice job, had 3 assists. Did some really good things. So we were really pleased with them. And you were counting on Ish to come in and get 15 points and 6 rebounds. Did a good job. We shot almost 70% from the free throw line. We missed a few down the stretch that pushed it down. With half, we were about 75. But 14 for 27 from the three-point line is pretty awesome. We'll take that any day of the week that we can get it. But they were pretty good shots. I thought Alex Comaniti did a really good job. I mean, he came in and hit 3 shots in a row. He really needed that. He's not practiced but about 5 days with has an injury and coming back. So it was good to see him drain a couple of shots to get his confidence back.
Game flow was really good, particularly toward the end. Now you go to 2 high-level Division I opponents, SMU and BYU, in successive games this week. Talk about how the level of play steps up and how the Demons are going to have to raise their level.
Well, there's a couple things. The speed of the game will be very fast, but the one thing is that some of our bigs will have a better opportunity to match up with their bigs versus tonight. We were having to guard down, and I thought that was one of the reasons why we struggled so much with them taking the ball to the bucket. But I'll say this, they went from 53 to 60, and I had 3 possessions they scored, and then they only scored 62 points the last part of the game, so we did a lot better job. We went on a 19-0 run, did a really, really good job. So I was really pleased with the effort and pleased with the camaraderie of the team. I felt like the guys that weren't in the game were really engaged. And I think that it was good for them to sit over there and watch and look and see. We're hoping Brian White will be back very, very soon. That was a tough one for him to come into the first game here at Northwestern Prather Coliseum, where he grew up as a little boy wanting to play here, and then he doesn't get to play because of injury. But he'll be fine, and it's better to get him well than to try to force him into the game. We're really thankful for Stephen Kim, our trainer, and what a great job that he does with the guys. And I mean, it's like I tell him, you got to tell me what you think, because you're the guy in charge, and we always want to err on the student athletes' well-being and their health, because you don't want to try to force somebody in too quick.